Hi, everybody. So you paid off your credit card and you're trying to figure out why your credit score went down. A lot of people think that when y'all pay down your credit cards, it really be the credit card that made your credit score go down. I'm serious. And it's not that. It could be. I'm going to talk about how your credit score still could go down. It could be that. But most likely, y'all, it's not that. It's other stuff. And y'all need to figure out exactly what is wrong, and once you figure out what is wrong, you could just fix that problem. But it's not you paying off your credit card. If you pay off your credit card, that should really help boost your credit score. Okay. So today, this is what we're going to talk about. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I have to go live a little bit later based off of my little ones or whatnot. But y'all, we are in here and they are not asleep. But we're going on our second week of school. So let's see how this is going to go with them. All right. But let's go over a lot of these questions that you all sent to me already. Let's go over these. All right. So before we go over the question, let me just go over the main topic. Y'all, if there's anything like if your credit score go down, it is not paying off your credit cards. I want you to go to Credit Karma. I want you to actually see what your credit scores are, and then they'll have something called See What's Changed. You can look on TransUnion and Equifax, and they'll say, hey, this is what's changed with your credit score. They'll say, hey, you got a new collection added to your credit report. Maybe you paid off one credit card, but you increase, the balance on another credit card. Your credit score is going to go down from that. Okay. So you may see your credit score drop from that. You may got some new inquiries. You may got some new closed accounts in your credit reports, but see what's changed. I'm telling y'all, that's going to help y'all a lot. A lot of y'all be wanting, Keita, you look at my credit reports, and guess what I do? I said, I'm not gonna, I don't know you like that. I can look at them and tell you what we can do, but when I say I don't know you like that, I don't know what you've been having going on. I need to look on Credit Karma and just read, see what's changed. Because you're like, it just happened. Okay, well, let's see what just happened on your credit reports. You will see where it says on a see what's changed, this is what just happened. All right, once you see what just happened, then you know, okay, oh my gosh, I got this collection added. I didn't know that. I thought I been had this collection. No, you just got this collection added last week. And some of y'all ain't been looking at your credit like that. So when y'all finally go on there, y'all like, oh my gosh, my credit score is low. Okay, see what's changed, y'all. Y'all have to do the see what's changed. I promise y'all. That can end our whole discussion today. Like, seriously. Credit Karma made it so easy that y'all can look at the see what's changed. Okay. So again, y'all can pay off y'all credit cards and y'all wonder why your credit score dropped. Maybe they didn't even report y'all new paid off credit card yet. You know, maybe you closed the card or whatever, or maybe they closed your card. Like you had another card that was closed and your credit score went down from that. Okay. Again, maybe another credit card reported a higher balance. Maybe a negative account was added to your credit report. Okay. Maybe your overall credit profile just changed. Okay. Maybe you comparing different scores. You think your credit score dropped, but you're looking at your Credit Karma and you comparing your TransUnion and Equifax credit score to the Experian app and look with your Experian credit score, y'all. There are three different credit scores, three different credit bureaus, y'all. Y'all have to understand, like, y'all can't compare that. Okay. And then y'all have to understand that your credit score can fluctuate. Y'all just have to figure out what's wrong and fix it. All right. So somebody said, why did my credit score drop after I paid off my credit card? Again, it could be all of the things up above. You know, it's all of the above. We don't know. It can be again, y'all have a new negative account in your credit reports. Maybe they didn't report that you paid off your credit card and you had another credit card that you started putting more money on and the balance increased. It could be so many different things, all right, as to why your credit score changed. But I say, look on Credit Karma. They'll on TransUnion. They'll say, hey, this is what's changed. They got something called See What's Changed. I'm telling y'all that will change your life. Go do it right now. So, like, see what happened with that. All right. Is it normal for a credit score to change after paying off debt? It's normal. Well, your credit score is supposed to change. It's for the better is the question, or for what should I say? You don't want your credit score to go down when you pay off your credit cards. But like if you pay off your credit card, your credit score is supposed to change. You want your credit score to go up. Sometimes when y'all pay off your installment account, y'all got a new closed account on your credit report. So yes, your credit score may actually go down, you know. So it really just we don't know. We got to see exactly what changed, and then we're gonna talk about why it changed. Okay, but your credit score is definitely gonna change when you pay off debt, but it depends on what debt we're talking about too. Shouldn't paying a credit card to $0 automatically increase my credit score? It should, but if you got new negative accounts, it's not going to increase your credit score. Y'all have to understand that y'all can have so many things happening. Y'all be looking at one thing like, oh, I paid off my credit card. Okay, but what about that collection company? What about LVNV funding them and sending you letters for the last few months? You ignored them. So while you paying off your credit card, they put that collection in their credit report. Of course, your credit score is going to go down. So y'all got to think about things like that. Okay, how long does it take for a paid off credit card balance to show on my credit reports? So our credit cards only report once a month. All right. And it's usually 3 to 5 days after your due date. So whether they finna report that you got a higher balance or a lower balance, it's usually 3 to 5 days after your due date. Y'all can use Credit Karma for this too. Go to Credit Karma. Y'all will be able to see like y'all utilization. Look in the utilization section. That's when y'all see all y'all credit cards listed. Y'all click on whatever credit card y'all want to know when it's going to report again. And then right at the top where the name is at, it'll say last reported. Like right now is, the 16th. They'll say it was last reported on the 5th, and it was at the 5th of last month or this month. Well, I know it had to be this month because it's the 16th, but like, you know what I mean? Whatever day that is, that's the next day it's going to report again. So if it reported on the 5th of August, it's going to report on the 5th of September or around it. Maybe it'll be the 4th, maybe it'll be the 6th, but it's going to report on or around that time. And y'all can just call a credit card company and ask them too, when are y'all going to report this? When is my statement coming out? When your statement come out, that's when they're going to report to the credit bureaus. Okay. How do I know whether my credit card company has reported a new balance yet? By just looking at your credit scores and then seeing if maybe you got an email saying, hey, your new statement is out. Your minimum payment is this and it's due on this day. When they start telling you your minimum payment is this amount and it's due on this day, your new statement is out, then they probably reported to the credit bureau. So they're about to report that day or the next day. Okay. What if I paid my credit card to zero, but my credit report still show a balance? They probably just didn't report to the credit bureaus yet. And if you really have a problem with it, you can call a company and ask them why. But usually, y'all, they be on top of it. They really be on top of it. Okay, they like really be on top of it. No, I can't do that. I don't know. No, I can't do that. That is hilarious. I need a good laugh from y'all. Y'all leave some of these comments. Like that is hilarious. I don't know what kind of stuff that would be. Does my credit card due date determine when my balance get reported? Yes, your due date. Like I said, 3 to 5 days after your due date, that's when they're gonna report your balance. Okay. That's going to report your balance. I'm not about to do that. And this is pure makeup. I don't have a filter on. I've just been getting so good at my makeup. Like really. Okay. Up here, I think I have like a natural, like this light that's coming in on me, right? But y'all, let's stay focused, y'all. Let's stay focused. Looking at y'all comments, it's hilarious. Let's stay focused. Y'all got some questions about what we talk about today? Let me know. Let me know. Definitely let me know. What's the difference between the statement balance and the due date? I mean, the statement date and the due date. The statement date is when your statement come out, which is like 3 to 5 days after your due date. The due date is when your credit card is actually due. Okay, that's going to be the day that you should make sure that you pay your statement balance by the due date so they don't charge you any interest. So the due date, that's the date I really want y'all to just start focusing on. Mainly, a lot of y'all be want to focus on that statement balance. Like, I'm just going to have it all paid off by before my statement close. No, you need to focus on that due date. Okay, because a lot of our stuff is really based on this due date, like it's based on our due date. So just focus on that due date. The statement date is the day your statement's going to come out. It's going to be like 3 to 5 days after the due date. Okay. Should I pay my credit card for this? Should I pay my credit card before the statement closes? If you want your credit score to go down, and say if your bill was due today, all right, it was due today, but you don't get paid till tomorrow. And we already know like 3 to 5 days after our due date, our statement's gonna close, and then they're gonna report whatever that balance is. So like, okay, if it was due today, but we get paid tomorrow, okay, yes, of course, when you get paid tomorrow, you can go ahead and put more money on your credit card, and hopefully your better balance better go down because you should be putting more charges on it, and then they'll report a lower balance, and then your utilization should be more. It should be much better. So your credit score should go up, but y'all should focus on paying it by the due date. Stop. Only time I say, okay, you know, you can pay it by your statement date is when you literally just you don't have the money, but you about to get the money in like a day or something, or a day or two. Then it's like, okay, go ahead and do it. But like normally you don't want to do that. You really just don't want to do that. Can closing a credit card after paying it off drop my credit score? Yes, having a closed account because it's gonna mess with your credit age, and you really shouldn't try to close your credit cards. A lot of y'all think, oh, I just paid off my credit card, I'm gonna close it. I don't want to be in debt. Y'all don't have to use your credit cards. Y'all just have to use your credit cards like literally every 6 months. That's what I be telling y'all. It's certain credit cards I just don't use, y'all, but I use it like every January 1st, every July 1st. I use it and I leave it at that so I can keep that credit card open. So I suggest y'all do the same thing. If y'all think I'm gonna close it, or I see other people do certain things too about like some people like freeze their credit cards so that they don't have to worry about it. So y'all can do that too. Like if y'all feel like y'all not that disciplined, y'all finna use it again, y'all can freeze your credit card because a lot of our stuff is a lot of, if you have like a spending problem, it can be impulsive. You can actually just have an idea like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get this, I'm gonna do this. If you got to go unfreeze your credit card and you deleted all of your credit card numbers and stuff off your phone, off the little apps and all that stuff, and you got to go do all of that just to go ahead and pay for something, you're gonna start spending a lot of money. Okay, but if that's what your problem is, because why? Cut up the credit card. Order one a month before you're supposed to use it. Order one in December. Once it come, use it. Once it come, use it. Cut it back up. Leave it at that. Or you can order one again in June. Do the same thing. Or y'all can put like a small recurring payment on it, like Netflix or something like that, and put it on auto pay so it can get paid. But don't close it because y'all want y'all accounts to get old. Y'all have to understand people pay and buy trade lines. They pay for these accounts to be added to your credit reports. Y'all can grow your own trade lines by making sure that they stay open. Like that's it. Just making sure a credit card stay open for as long as you can. Make sure you're paying on time. Never having a late payment, and then just keeping that balance low. What is this? Why can closing a credit card affect my utilization? Well, think about it like this. If you have a maxed out credit card, that say you have $5,000 limit on it. You close it, you like, I don't even use this. It's not even like I don't even want this company anymore. It's not like sometimes y'all may have like certain store cards or something like that. Like say if it's Care Credit, like you like, oh, this Care Credit. I'm not gonna use Care Credit no more or something like that. You like, I'll close it, but now you got $5,000 that's no longer available. When they add up your overall utilization, that's $5,000 that you no longer have available. But if you used to keep it at a $0 balance, now they're looking at it like, wow, you got $5,000 that you're not using your discipline. Okay. So that's why it's going to lower your credit score because you're basically lowering, where you're actually raising your utilization no matter how you look at it. You're raising your utilization. Unless you already at zero, you're raising your utilization, period. Okay. Should I leave a paid off credit card open? Yes, that's what we're talking about right now. Definitely keep it open. Like, just keep it open, y'all. Like I said, y'all could put a recurring payment on it. And then y'all could also, too, if y'all don't want to do a recurring payment and put it on auto pay, y'all could just make sure that y'all using it every 6 months. Just use it every 6 months. What if the card has an annual fee and I don't want to keep paying it? Well, if they have an annual fee, I always say replace it. Like, if your credit card have like an annual fee, you don't want to pay it no more. Or say if it has some of the maintenance fees, like some of the horrible predatory cards that got those maintenance fee and an annual fee, I would just replace it because it helped your credit score go up because it reported. Hopefully, you got your balance down. I will replace that credit card. So get another credit card that you want. Maybe in about, I would say, 6 months, maybe to a year, and you don't need to use your credit anymore, then go ahead and close it. And then too, some of y'all, we talk about annual fees, right? You need to know when they finna charge you the annual fee again. If you literally just paid your annual fee 3 months ago, you technically got what, 9 more months until they're gonna try to give you that annual fee again. So you got plenty of time to replace it, let it continue, let the new credit card continue to report, get whatever credit you want, then you can close it. And the reason why I say get what credit you want, make sure you don't have to use your credit because your credit score is most likely going to go down. So you just want to make sure that you don't need your credit. All right. So if your credit score go down, you're gonna give it a little time for it to go back up because it's gonna go back up. It's just that you have a new closed account on your credit report. What is the credit card? Oh, we already talked about that. Can a credit card company close my credit card if I stop using it? Yes. That's why I tell you every 6 months, use your credit card or put your credit cards on auto pay because they have something called they'll close your credit card due to inactivity. All right. I had that happen plenty of times. Like I remember I had like the Z Gallery credit card. This is the first time I found out about it, y'all. They closed my credit card due to inactivity. And I actually was in Miami and I went through Z Gallery, but I was like, I'm not gonna spend this is too expensive for me. I'm not gonna buy this stuff. And then I was like, dang, okay, I wish I would have just bought something, girl. Buy a pillow, buy something, because you wanted to continue to report. But that's how I found out about it, because I had a Z Gallery credit card, and if you don't use it, they're gonna close it. Like they say, you don't lose if you don't use it, you lose it. Think about it like that. That's why I tell y'all, like every 6 months, just use your credit card. Put a small thing on auto pay. Just leave it like that. Just put something small on auto pay. Put your Netflix on there. Put your energy bill. Put something on there. Okay. Should I occasionally use a credit card after paying it off? Yes, every 6 months so that they don't close it due to inactivity. And I didn't say every 6 months, y'all. Maybe it'll take a year. Maybe it'll take 2 years. Like 2 years for sure. I've been saying like that 2 year mark, you out of there. Okay. But I say every 6 months because man, having a account closed due to inactivity, it can just drop your credit score so much. I just don't like it at all. Okay. So that's why I say just make sure that you don't have it closed. Like use it, use it, use it. Can another credit card balance cause my credit score to drop even though I paid one off? Yeah, like say if you pay off a credit card, but you increase the balance on another credit card, you probably back at break even, or you could be higher because you use way too much money on that other credit card. Yes, it can definitely change it. It can still affect the other one. Okay, because we got overall utilization. We got individual utilization where you can look at like your individual credit cards, but you also have overall utilization that you need to think about. All right. Does utilization look at each? Well, here we go right here. Does the utilization look at each individual credit card or all of my credit cards? It look at it. I guess it depends on your score model, but I always try to tell people make sure each individual credit card the utilization is good. And if you make sure that all the individual ones are good, you know the overall is going to be good. But if you can't make sure individual ones are good, like maybe you have like a 0% APR credit card and you got a 90% utilization on it, but you got three other credit cards with a $0 balance that's helping with your utilization. So now maybe your utilization, instead of being at, very high utilization, you got these other ones you're not using. Maybe you're at like a 30% or something like that. It can help even you out a little bit. It can help you, but that's going to be individual and also to overall utilization because some people, like I said, you may have a credit card you have it maxed out. You have 0% APR. You did a balance transfer. Of course, you're going to have high utilization on that. But try to have some other credit cards that you're not using so it can kind of balance it out. What utilization percentage should I aim for? I like 5%. So I say 10% or less, but 5% gonna be even better for y'all. If y'all aim for 5% on individual credit cards and then overall, y'all should be good. Y'all credit should be lit. Like y'all should be very happy with where your credit score is at, as long as you make sure everything else is good. Is 30% utilization actually the goal, or should I aim lower? I think you should aim lower. And guess what, y'all? I call it playing with your credit. That's what I call it. Like you just play with your credit. Put it at 30%. And then you say, you know what, next month, let me bring it down to 25%. Watch, your credit score is going to go up. You're gonna be like, oh, my credit score went up. Then say, okay, it went up this amount, went up 15 points. Let me go down to 20. Then you're like, oh my gosh, my credit score still went up. So just play with it. But trust me, when y'all go down to 5%, I really haven't seen that much of a change from like 5% to like 0%. But like 5%, that's like the sweetest spot. If you paid off a charge off credit card and don't have any, what is that? Oh, should you get a new one? I always say make sure you got at least 4 credit cards, period. You need somebody, when I say somebody, you need these credit card companies reporting for you saying you're paying on time. Like, even if you have that charge off on there, you never paid them off, and you got some more new credit cards and they start reporting for you, your credit score is still going to go up. Okay, as long as that charge off card is not like it's charged off. So as long as they're not reporting you late, but it's charged off. So why would they report you late every single month? But your credit score can go up even if you never paid them. That's crazy, right? You just got new credit cards saying, "Oh no, I know I know they did that in the past, but they paying me." It's kind of like that. Like that was the past. So you can have that thing on there. Somebody came on here a few days ago, and they talked about, oh, I got a charge off, and my credit score is still 790. Of course, they got new credit cards and their utilization is low. So keep your utilization low. You're very, very welcome. Try to keep it like 10%, 5% gonna be even better. Okay. And just make sure that when you get into another credit card, get into a, a good situation. Try to see if you can have no annual fee. Not try, like, don't get a credit card if they have an annual fee. Stay away from annual fees. Think stranger danger with annual fees. Definitely not any type of maintenance fees. And try to see if you can get some type of reward with having that credit card. Like maybe you get 2% back, 5% back, 1.5% back, something back. Just try to see if you can aim for that. Okay. Can paying off an installment account affect my credit score differently than paying off credit cards? Yeah, when you pay off your installment account, well, I told you I paid off a few of my student loans and my credit score actually went up like a few points. Like I was surprised. And I looked, made sure it wasn't no other factors, but my credit score actually did go up from that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect that because when I paid off my car, my credit score went down. So I was like, what the heck going on around here? But my credit score actually went up. But paying off a loan, I always think, okay, your credit score may go down, but paying off your credit cards, paying down your credit cards, your credit score should always be going in the upward direction, period. Your credit score should not be going down at all from paying off these credit cards. It should help you a lot. It should help your credit score go up. What else should I check? My credit report, if my credit score suddenly drops. I just say look at Credit Karma. Like seriously, look at Credit Karma, see why I dropped. Period. Just see why I dropped. Some of y'all just don't know how to read your credit reports fully. But if y'all check Credit Karma and actually look at the see what's changed, they'll tell you what changed. And once they tell you what's changed, then you know to fix whatever that problem is. Period. Like whatever they say the problem is, you'll know to fix it. Just go ahead and fix it. All right, so I would just check there. And then the Experian app get the same thing for like Experian. You got that little bell at the top and they'll tell you like whatever the different changes that happen. Hey, your credit score went up 7 points because your utilization changed on this credit card. Credit score went down 30 points because you got this new collection with LVMV funding. It will tell you exactly what's wrong. Okay. Can a new hard inquiry cause my credit score to change? Yeah, when y'all get a new hard inquiry, maybe it'll go down what? How much your credit score usually go down? Like 2 to 5 points for one hard inquiry? So yeah, credit score is definitely gonna change from hard inquiries. But I tell y'all, call the credit bureaus, your credit scores, not your credit scores, but call the credit bureaus because if y'all call the credit bureaus, y'all will be able to possibly get that thing deleted in like 24 to 48 hours. Just call them and say, hey, I have this inquiry that I do not think should be on my credit report. I need to have it removed. And they should be able to help you remove it. Okay. But it's as simple as that. Now, if y'all got a lot of inquiries, don't give them, 40 inquiries. But for real, just give them like 2 to 3 inquiries and they should be able to help you remove them from your credit report. Could a late payment appear on my credit report outweigh the benefits of paying down my credit cards? Yes, late payment's gonna hurt you for a long time. And y'all know how, paying down a credit card, y'all don't need anybody for that. Like y'all need the credit card companies, y'all need the credit bureaus for that. But if y'all get a late payment, y'all gonna need them to remove it. So yes, having a late payment gonna hurt you a lot. So make sure no matter what you pay the minimum on your cards. Why did Credit Karma show my credit score dropping while another credit score source didn't? See when the last one changed. Sometimes y'all like, oh, Credit Karma update every single day. The other source, if y'all got Identity IQ, that's gonna update every 30 days. So y'all can see something that happened on Credit Karma, then y'all don't see it on Identity IQ because guess what? They're not gonna report again for what, another 20 days, depending on when the last time you actually got your credit reports, because it updates every 30 days. Okay. Um, should I apply for another credit card if my credit score drops after paying one off? Your credit score shouldn't drop from paying a credit card off. It's something else. Figure out what that is. Okay. Once you got the number of credit cards you need to have, stop thinking, oh, I need to get another credit card. I say have the 4 credit cards. With that, you should be able to have those credit cards for a long time. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, I need to get another credit card. My credit score dropped because no, you need to fix that problem. Maybe you had a new collection. Maybe you got some inquiries, major credit score drop, some, I don't know. See what's changed on Credit Karma. They'll tell you what happened. What's the biggest mistake people make after seeing their credit score unexpectedly decrease? They do like this, not just looking to see what happened. After, like, if y'all want to know what happened, like, y'all need to go check. Y'all need to go check. And like I said, Credit Karma got to see what's changed. Y'all can see what's changed with your credit score. And then Experian app, they got the little bell at the top. They'll tell you what changed. Just click on it. You'll be able to see like the different changes that happen. If my credit score dropped right after paying off a credit card, what was the first 3 things you would check? Just check credit card, let's see what's changed. check the Experian app. Those are two things I would check to see what's changed. Like that's it. Like, cause y'all don't know, sometimes it can be, y'all can go and search your full credit report unless y'all literally know y'all credit reports like the back of your hand. Like, I already know what accounts reporting on my credit reports, what's my balances looking like. I already know what my stuff is, right? So when I can go in there and probably be like, oh, this is what changed. Why is this doing this, this, and that? I could probably go in there and look, but I'm not going to play games like that. I'm going to go to see what's changed, and I'm going to really see what's changed, and I'm going to fix whatever that changed. Because y'all never know. Some of y'all may already have 4 collections on your credit reports, and y'all forgot y'all got actually 4 collections. All right. And then y'all thought y'all had 3. So when y'all actually go in there and y'all like, oh, I've been had 4 collections. So it's not that, y'all just scroll right past it. Like, because you've been used to having LVMV funding. Like, no, you got another LVMV funding collection. That's why I like to see what's changed, because they'll tell you, hey, these are the different changes that just happened to your credit reports. Y'all want to make sure y'all click on there, and then y'all see, like, y'all be able to see like the different changes. What if your credit cards are in collections already? Should you pay those off? I don't pay collections. I am big on like suing collection companies. I don't pay them. You know, I don't want to, I'm not, I guess I can get into it some, but I don't like to think about paying collections. Like, my very first lawsuit, I had over $40,000 worth of debt that I didn't have to pay because I sued my creditors. So I'm big on, you got errors on my credit report, fix it or I'm going to sue you. My second lawsuit was when I sued a collection company that a lot of y'all probably got on your credit reports right now. And then the third lawsuit that I had was I sued the collection company and all 3 credit bureaus, and I have settlements with all 3 credit bureaus and both of those collection companies. I am all about fix it or I'm going to take legal action. Like, that's what I'm all about. So I don't care about, oh, I know I spent the money. Da, 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 da. It was a reason why that account probably went to collection, because you had plenty of time to pay it. Let's not act like we're just gonna go and just like, oh, I'm gonna go get all the money and pay. I'm like, no, now it's with a collection company. I always think stranger danger. Show me all of the proof or I have to sue you. But the thing is, y'all can do all of this work. If y'all never sue them, then they don't care. Like, these companies don't care unless they get a lawsuit. Because you got to think about it. When y'all sending letters to these companies, even if y'all was to like CFPB complaints, y'all send letters to these companies, ain't nobody making them do anything. But when you guys have an actual case in court, y'all sue them, they got to answer to the judge. The judge can sanction them if they don't do what they need to do. Like, if they playing games with you, if you do like a request for production or something like that, where you start asking them for documents that you probably been asking for the last few months, they can get in trouble for that. All right. And then when it gets to the point where maybe you'll go all the way through and do trial, and then the jury end up rewarding you a lot of money, what company really like what people really will be standing up for, like the credit bureaus or these collection companies, especially with the state of our economy right now. Like, who's gonna be like, oh, let's leave a collection company alone? Like, no, nobody. They're gonna be trying to give you everything. And I really got that from a lawyer. They said that's why a lot of these companies go ahead and settle fast, because they know if you was to ever go in front of a jury, nobody's going to have that collection company back. Y'all know how, like, maybe something would happen in like a criminal case or something like that, and they're like, oh my gosh, this company, why would they do this to this company? Da, da, da. Like, no, not in this case. This is dead. Don't nobody care about these collection companies. So when it come down to these collections, y'all, I will ask them for certain documents. If they don't give it to me, I see errors on my credit reports, I'll send letters out. If they refuse to delete it at the letters, I'm gonna just straight sue them, period. I would like to hear more about the steps on lawsuit, maybe another day, so it's not taken away from the live stream today. Well, I'm gonna leave now. I have a whole book about it. Like, it's actually right here. It's called Suing to Win, where I kind of tell you the steps, but I can tell you real quick. So the collections, probably on credit reports, what you have to do is you have to send a letter to the credit bureaus first, tell them to remove it. They probably gonna say the account is verified. We already know what they're gonna say. They're gonna say the account is verified. So what you need to do the next month after they say it's verified, you gotta give them the 30 days. Make sure no matter what, you send it everything certified mail so you can be tracking it. Okay. Send it all certified mail, and then you just go ahead and wait your 30, your 30 days. And after the 30 days, you send another letter to the credit bureaus. The letter is basically going to say, hey, how did you verify this account? Can you send me the documents? Because, I think this account was be deleted. That's basically what the letter is saying. Okay. And then you're going to send a letter to the company saying, hey, you verified this collection. Can you send me all of the documents showing that I owe you money? Like, I don't even know who you are. Show me how I owe you money, how you came up with this amount. And then there are probably some companies may fall off depending on how many collections you have. They may go ahead and delete it, or maybe it may get deleted in a scattered way, is what I call it. Maybe TransUnion deleted, but Equifax and Experian to keep it. That means that that one bureau decided to delete it, not the collection company. So after that, they decide to keep that account on the credit reports. If it was me, I would sue whatever bureau still reporting those negative accounts, and I would sue that company. But I would send them a demand letter saying, "Hey, I'm about to sue you. You know, give me $10,000." Delete the account from my credit report, and I would tell that company, the collection company, waive the debt, and then I won't sue you. A lot of companies gonna ignore this too, y'all. But I look at the demand letter as this. Some of these companies have, and this is just me learning more about the cases. This is probably a little deeper dive, but some of these companies have something in your contracts. Maybe y'all want to sue your creditors. Y'all can do the same thing with your creditors. Same actions, right? Um, they may have something saying, "Hey, you have to let them know that you had the intent to sue because y'all had to go to arbitration, all this bull crap or whatever." When you send that demand letter, you basically letting them know, "Hey, this is the resolution I want. I'm trying to reach out to you," but they probably going to ignore you. But this is just proof too in court, so you can say it's willful non-compliance. You willfully did this. You tried to hurt me. That's basically what you're saying. But after you do that, you actually have to sue them in court. I like federal court. You know, my first two cases was in state court. My second case was actually removed from state court and moved over to federal court. I just love federal court. I took classes on it now. It's just so much easier. You can say what you want. It's universal for different states. So you actually have to just go on and sue them. So you have to do your complaint, tell them everything that's what's wrong, and you have to do your summons, give it to the court, and the court will go ahead and get them served, or you have to pay the fees or whatnot. Then they got to answer. A lot of these companies, y'all, they'll settle with y'all before they even have to answer. They got 21 days a day in federal court to answer y'all. They'll settle with you fast. Like I had a client where one of the companies gave them a check, deleted the accounts from their credit reports before they was even supposed to answer. They don't even want to say nothing in court. They like, just get your money and go. Like, ain't got time to plan. Just be quiet. Don't tell anybody. It's one of those kind of things. But you go through the motions of court, and usually these companies don't want to settle, but they usually want to settle when you start asking them for documents they don't want y'all to have, because they always want to think that maybe you're going to tell more people. It's kind of like if y'all have multiple kids, y'all give one kid a piece of candy, and then they go off where the other kids at, and then all the other kids want to come get some candy. It's kind of like that. Like, no, you finna get this candy, you finna eat it right here. I'm finna give you some money. Don't tell nobody. It's like one of those things. So they want to hurry up and get these cases out the way. They don't want to have a lot of like longer cases because it's gonna cost them a lot of money because eventually they know they're gonna pay you. But that's basically what it is. But I go over all of the steps inside of like my sue and to win book. Okay, I go over all of those steps. And when it comes down to these collections, y'all, I even had a client that was getting sued by a collection company. And I was telling y'all this months ago. I was like, hey, if y'all getting sued by a collection company, like let me know, because I was telling y'all all y'all gotta do is just sue them back. But I actually helped them and they went through the motions, they actually sued the company back. Y'all, they deleted the account from their credit report. They waived the debt saying that they no longer owed it a few $1,000s, more than a few $1,000s. So they no longer owed it, and they gave them a check. Like, that's crazy. You suing me, but now you giving me a check. So I definitely stand by my suing to win book. But none of this gonna be possible, y'all, if y'all just sending out letters and thinking it's cool. Y'all have to actually sue. And then two, when y'all send out letters, y'all just can't think y'all finna send out letters today, and then when it's time to send out letters, maybe there's a delay in sending out letters. Maybe you like, I'm gonna wait a few months. Like, no, you need to send out your letters like back to back. You need to be prepared for straight battle, basically. But those are all of the steps. When y'all actually, it's like y'all get the Sue to Win book, I do have it down below for you all too, for like the other places that I'm at. If y'all actually get the Sue to Win book, I actually got a full thing, like it's like an hour and 30 minutes. It's a master class where I actually talked about all of the steps, where we went into detail. And I said, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. I go through all of the steps, and I give y'all the dispute letters. Remember, I'm like, oh, you need to send letters to the bureau. You get all that stuff free anyway, because that's the main thing. I know a lot of y'all not gonna read the books, but y'all watch the master class, y'all would get it. Kind of like I'm talking to y'all now. Just write a few notes, or if y'all like me, come back to the video. Like, okay, I'm at 2 minutes now. Let me do this step. I'll be back, because I'm more of a visual learner. I need to like see. That's why I like to be able to do certain things in my hand. I want to actually do the lawsuits. Like I was telling y'all, oh, people kept saying, well, what if you're getting sued? You need to write a book about that. And I'm like, hey, listen, I helped somebody that was getting sued. $6,000. Um, so it was a $6,000 debt. It was my partner's aunt, older aunt. She was so scared. And I'm like, okay, let me help you with this. She was getting sued, but I didn't like write down the steps fully. On my other books, I got the steps written down. I want to be able to clearly teach it to y'all. So I was like, okay, boom, this is what we're gonna do. Y'all getting sued, let me know if I can help, and then I helped, and this is where we at. But y'all need to actually just go through the motions and do it. Like I want to be able to try what I tell y'all to do. Like everything I'm telling y'all to do, I already tried. I already know what's gonna happen. It is what it is. So that's why I'm like, forget them collections. I'm not gonna pay them. I'm gonna be thinking about me getting paid by them, and I'm gonna take that money and put it on something else. You know. Let me go. I definitely like that, but you like worry about these steps from here. You make it easy to understand. You're very, very welcome because it don't have to be complicated. I hate it like being around certain people. They try to like teach me this. Like I learned a lot of stuff from lawyers. It's like, why y'all saying this lingo? Like, why y'all using this vocabulary? Like what? Like for a fee waiver. It's a whole nother name for it. Like, well, just a fee waiver. Why you just couldn't say fee waiver? The form I need to fill out is a fee waiver. So y'all gonna waive my fee, so I don't have to pay anything in court. Why do it have to be a special name for it? I think that's something that they put together because a lot of when it comes down, especially to vocabulary and stuff like that, if we don't know it, y'all, we don't know how to ask for it. You don't know how to enforce it. They don't we can't when you go to court you need to know certain terminology and I do go over a lot of that in the book and I kind of tell y'all like okay y'all can do this y'all can do that when y'all ask for money ask for this amount then do this do that I kind of tell you all of that stuff but definitely, we're going to talk about. I'm going to spend all September 17th because I'm doing my Raise Your Credit Score 100 points in 30 days with y'all for September. I'm actually doing it every single month. So the 17th of every month, all I'm going to be talking about is the sewing process, start to finish. So the same way I did that master class, that whole time, all we going to be talking about is the straight, like the steps. I'm going from the beginning to the end, going over all of the steps. Let me see if I missed anything up here. You're very, very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Oh wait, my credit score went down after paying off the charge off credit card from the remark. What should I do? Just delete the charge off. Like just delete the charge off. I always get this example, and it may not be the best example, but I've been cheating though, so I can say it. Like it is what it is. It's kind of like if you cheat on somebody. Like if you would have hit the girl, would have been better. Like now that I know who the girl is, it's a problem. Like you know what it is. You cheated on that credit card company got their charge off. Well, you cheated on them. You didn't pay them. You played them basically. Think about it like that. If you hide that charge off, your credit score is going to go up. It's going to be easier for you to get other credit cards now. Because now when you get another credit card, they're not going to see that. So it's no good by having that charge off there because they're going to know at one point you had a company you did not pay. At one point you played somebody. At one point you cheated basically. You didn't do what you need to do. So just get that charge off just fully deleted. Like that's what I would do. And when I had sued my creditors out over $40,000 worth of debt, I didn't do settlements with them. Y'all didn't know I was supposed to get like a settlement agreement. Like the judge told us to go. When we went to court, the judge was like, okay, y'all go in the hallway and talk. And I'm like, no, judge, I don't want to talk to them. I want you to make them this, and that. I didn't know that that's the main thing, y'all. Y'all not gonna be the judge ain't doing much for y'all. They not. You're gonna be talking directly to the company. You're gonna be starring with them up front, like, hey, listen, you need to delete this from my credit report. I need some money. You need to waive this debt. I didn't know that he was basically saying, go get your settlement. Go get your settlement. But I ended up suing my creditors. It was charge offs. Okay, that's what it was. I didn't. So with that charge off, some people paying them, depending on how much it is. Some of these companies not gonna let you back anyway. You never gonna let me come back in. I might as well sue you. Give me a pardon gift. Let me go about my business. You never finna let me get a credit card with you ever again anyway. Like sometimes too, I have held somebody and a credit card company made very very clear in the settlement agreement. Like mind you, they wasn't letting them back anyway, but they made it very very clear. Hey, listen, we finna give you this money. We finna give you some money, don't worry about paying us back anymore. But and we won't delete it from your credit report. Don't ever put an application in with us no more because they can't automatically catch it sometimes. They made it clear, don't put an application in with us. You got to sign this agreement. So they covered themselves too. They ain't got to never think about you as a problem, and you ain't got to think about them as a problem. Get your check on and go about your business. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. Depending on that charge off, some of them won't let you come back in, especially if you like file bankruptcy on certain companies. They just sad. They don't want to let you come back in anyway, just because you filed bankruptcy on them. They call it like you burned the company. All right, well, might as well sue and get this on out of the way. And shoot, sometimes y'all file bankruptcy, so y'all don't even owe the debt anyway, but y'all can still turn around and sue them credit bureaus. Y'all can still turn around and sue the company and make sure that that charge off is deleted, like, so you can move on with your life fully. But that's just how I look at it. That's something y'all got to think about. But for sure, I would be like, okay, let me just get this charge off of here because I'm tired of y'all just doing different changes to these charge offs. It just need to go anyway. All right, but I will see y'all tomorrow. Kids will be back in school, so I'll be back alive during the day. I'll be going live around what 12 o'clock around that time. So I will see y'all later on, and it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. You changed your profile picture. Thank you so much. It's like you changed your profile picture. But when I have TikTok on, I just turned the TikTok ones off. I had two TikToks on while I'm going live. I go live in like multiple places. I can't say much. But if y'all want the books, like that Sue to Win book I got on for $10 on my website. If y'all was to go like to Amazon, I think it's like $34. People paying that amount, but it is what it is. I have some books that's still here because I have TikTok ship out majority of my books and then Amazon ship all my books. But sometimes people just return the books. Sometimes they get like lost through shipping or something. So they send them back to me. And it's like, okay, now I have it here. So a lot of you actually been buying that Sew to Win book, but y'all can get that book for $10 and y'all get the free course to come along with it. Just let me know if y'all have any questions. Okay. I'm so serious. Thank you so much. Oh, bye bye. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna go to bed. I've been going to bed at 9 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. and feeling amazing. And now I've been working out so much at the gym, I'm not even getting sore. I think it's because I'm sleeping so well. So I'm about to wrap my hair up, wash my face, brush my teeth, and get in the shower and go to sleep. That's it. I will see y'all tomorrow though. Good night, everybody.